Howdy folks, StrayCat74 here. Welcome once again to the Basement of Solitude. This was supposed to be on Minecraft Mondays, but we're doing it on Wednesday for some reason. I'm on the Furatex Mcmmo server, which is a new server that's just come out. And since I'm on Furatex anyway as a donor, I've got a little bit of creative powers for a little while, just long enough to finish building my base. Now you're wondering, where is the base and what's that funky thing there? Well, that's the world edge there. I was flying around exploring before they set up a world border, and I set a home 1,000 blocks outside of what ended up being the border. So I found my way back to this corner, because directly behind me, about 1,000 blocks, is where I ended up. So I wandered back, and this is what I've been building. What do you think? It's like the ultimate bachelor's pad here. Well, maybe not ultimate, but it's a pretty good one. Let's start down here. I've got one of each kind of boat because, well, I want it to look like I'm rich, and rich people have lots of boats. And, well, since I'm a bachelor, I can afford boats. So, if I had a family, this would be a little, witch's hut out in a swamp somewhere, but that's completely beside the point. I am divorced, so this level here is going to end up being storage. I haven't actually gotten around to putting any boxes in here. I wanted the floor to look concrete because, well, it's on water here. This is red terracotta for the bottom level here because, well, you need a strong material for the base of your house, and everything else is pretty much out of wood. Like, here's some acacia, the acacia flooring, and marble steps. Well, quartz steps, but okay, here's the living room. And pardon if things kind of come in and out of focus. There's a view limit, see? Highly annoying, but it keeps the lag down on the server. Here's a little fire pit nook for chatting. We've got a kitchen area with suspended shelves. You kind of have to work around the frame of the building here. We've got ovens, and, well, those are supposed to be a little bitty chest refrigerators, but I got myself a pool table here, and I've got two kinds of pool cues depending on how aggressively you want to play. Over here I have my bookshelves, and they're kind of spread out so you can still see outside. I was going to put a chair over here, but with the stairs I really couldn't fit one in that I liked. I'll probably finish doing that here in a little bit. I've got my bar. Little bar stools here. And these will end up having, drink making stuff in it, or just, whatever. Then I have my throne with underseat storage and a footrest with storage. Right in front of my big screen TV with massive sound system. I got a couple of paintings on the wall, and those are the biggest paintings in game, by the way. I tried to get different ones, but those were the ones I kept getting. I've got American flags all over the place because God bless the USA. It's got a little gold trim around the outside too, which I kind of liked. Took me a little while to figure out how to do those. Here is my work area. Got some anvils back there, my little enchanting space here with overhead lighting, and there's actually another glowstone under here to light up down in here too. Then I've got my brewing area. So water bottles go in here, ingredients go in there in order, and as you can see I haven't finished setting those up yet. Then over here we have my baking area or furnace area, and you'll notice that these back here all have coal in them. That's mostly full of coal. So all of these are fed from the back, and yes, if you're wondering, there is a little bit of dead space right back in there that I can't get into, but, you know, whatever. I don't care too terribly much. I mean, it's not like it's going to, you know, kill me. I mean, even if there was a witch back there, what are they going to do? Splash potions at me? All I got to do is move away. So here I've got, you know, 18 furnaces, all being fed by hoppers that are completely full up with coal. And, you know, you feed them in, you feed furnace from either the side or the back to put fuel in, and from the top to put stuff in, but I didn't want to do that with these. I mean, I could have, but it had taken up much more room, and it looked a little bit uglier, and, well, I already had to knock out part of the floor to get the chest open, so I didn't want to do that. Now let's go upstairs to the final room here, and this is my bedroom. My little trophy wall here. I've got various types of armor with enchanted tools, which I'm still kind of working on. Some of them are even named. That's the Poseidon's Trident, the Elytra of Flight, this wooden sword of I Like Poking People, the Bow of Far Stabbing, and, well, I haven't named the rest of this. Far Stabbing, Elytra of Flight, Poseidon's Trident, and an enchanted shield. I think I only have, like, mending on it or something like that, just enough to make it glow. And, yeah, some of the other weapons are not PG-13, or whatever, so I'm not going to point out all of the weapons. Which one's this? Oh yeah, this is the Butter Sword of Butteriness. You know, because people keep calling gold stuff butter. Because if you look at a bar of gold, or an ingot of gold in game, it looks like a stick of butter. I guess that makes sense. So you can see American flags next to each display. Here's my closet. I've got doors here and hidden chests there. Well, not quite hidden, but you can still get into them. I might change these banners too. You know, I just wanted that something a little subdued. And I was kind of going for a little bit of a Japanese feel here, and it just kind of evolved into this. So then here's my 4-poster bed, and this has gone through a couple of different iterations. You'll notice up here that it's fully carpeted, but when you come down here and look up, there's nothing supporting that center carpet, or so it seems. This is a little trick I learned from somebody on YouTube. You hang string in here, and then you put the carpet on the string, and as long as you don't break the string, the carpet will stay there. I also went with the classic double extra-sized bed here. So I've got a regular bed covered with carpet, with a couple of blocks of wool underneath here same color wool just so that it doesn't stand out, so that it looks like it's a double-sized, double-sized bed. Yeah. And I've got some, bookcases for reading at night. Gives us a little bit of privacy with all of these windows. And let's go out on the deck. Now my lighting here is I've got these end rods, but at night the glowstone lamp or the redstone lamps light up as well, just to give it a little bit more of that touch. And when the hell? Oops. Hang on a second. There we go. Alright. When I was putting in the chest there, I knocked one too many out. My bad. So I've got a 360 porch here. And this is on all levels. So if we come down to the workshop level here, you'll see we've got a 2-wide walkway. You can see the stripped Acacia wood frame here, and then the regular logs inside. I thought they gave it a little bit of a nice touch, So those frames go all the way up and all the way down. See? And then every other level is, either stripped or not stripped wood. And like I said, I thought it gave it an interesting touch. So each layer is a little distinct, and each layer is a little bit smaller than the one below it. Now for the bottom here, like I said, I wanted that looking like concrete, and I've got these pillars that go all the way down to the ground, and I did a little bit of work under the water here. Let's go under the water here right quick. As you can see, we've got some salmon. We've got a whole bunch of sea pickles, and we've got all kinds of seaweed and stuff down in here. And you'll notice up in the upper corner here that we have a conduit effect going on. That's because buried underneath here somewhere, I put a conduit just to drive off all of the mean evil nasties that will try and spawn in the water. Because while I was building this, I kept getting drowned that were coming by and making gurgling noises, and that was really annoying. So I put a conduit in there just to get rid of some of that. Now, you'll see the world border here, and here's an interesting thing. When we're in the water with a conduit, we have a night vision. But when we get close to the border, see how bright it gets? And we can actually stand in the border. But, as you'll see, we cannot affect anything outside of the world border. On the border, yes. Outside the border, no. Which is kind of annoying, but I can see why they would do that. Here's our fish hiding among the grasses. There's more fish over there. And then we've got my little dock here. And that'll keep the drowned from climbing up into my place here. Now, I've been having trouble with my boats. Every so often, one of them kind of wanders off, and I don't know why. I'm thinking maybe the fish bump into it and knock it out of place, but, whatever. So, yeah, that's what we got going here. You'll notice one thing here that annoys the crap out of me, other than that skeleton. We'll deal with that skeleton here in a little bit. See those rails here? I was putting this fence in, and somehow I got one of these stuck out here, and I can't get rid of it. So while I was putting more of this double stacked line here, because you can see how it kind of sticks out from the wall a little bit, I got a couple of more. And while having 2 or 3 randoms looked stupid, so I went and I very carefully tried to add in the rest of them to make it look like they're supposed to be there. And I was going to add them out here as well, but I really doesn't do anything for the place, you know? And what I want to know is, where the hell did he form that there was enough darkness? So I think what we're going to have to do here is I'm going to have to come looking for dark spots. There we go. Because there shouldn't be any dark spots, especially not with all of these end rods. But it was definitely over here somewhere. In any case, just a quick run through my base here. It's still in the process of being built. So, I mean, it is what it is, but most of the decorating on the top 3 layers has been done. I could probably throw a little bit more in here, but I don't want to overdo it. You know, I want it kind of minimalist, but not too terribly minimal. You know, I got my little bit of ostentation here with my armors. I've got my trophy wall with a couple of heads. You know, I've got my laundry closet area here, and my bed, and well, that's kind of the way I have my own personal bedroom set up. Well, not really. I mean, I've got a 12-foot long reloading bench that doubles as a workbench. Then I have my desk, my bed, a crap ton of shelves around 2 walls, and in there someplace is a gun safe with, you know, my various firearms. Not to mention entirely more ammo than I really should admit to. And of course we've got nice arched ceiling in this base, not my actual home base. And oh hey, the sun's going down, and you can see all my lights lighting up. You can see my skylight here. Now you notice that on all of those, the daylight sensors on top. I wanted this to do just a little bit different. I also considered putting a beacon here. But I haven't decided, you know, what kind of beacon, because I could put 2. Well, technically, I could do one of those 6-strong beacons. You know, if I replace this black glass with the beacons themselves. I might end up actually doing that. Well, if you have a particular beacon effect that you enjoy that would probably be good in my base, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see about adding that in. So, let me position here for a goodbye. So, StrayCat74 from my base on the Furatex Mcmmo server. I bid you a good day, and we'll chat at you later. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, leave a comment, and if you want to support the channel, please feel free to send me money via PayPal to straycat_74 at yahoo.com. Thank you very much, and have a good day.